You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Baki. We begin in Ashland, Wisconsin tonight, where we're learning 3 people are dead after a fire destroyed a home there this morning. The Ashland Police Department tells us fire broke out around 9:30 this morning on 6th Street West. 3 people managed to escape on their own. 1 was taken to the hospital for burn injuries. After the fire was extinguished, authorities found 3 people dead inside the home. The Wisconsin Fire Marshal is investigating. Names and ages of the victims have not yet been released. We have a reporter on scene, and we'll have much more coming up tonight at 6 and 10. Well, here's a live look now over the city of Duluth, where you can see the haze along the horizon there. The cause? Smoke from wildfires in Canada, prompting air quality advisories across our region. CBS3's Quinn Gorham breaks down why it's a good idea for some people to stay inside this evening.
Typically, when you hear about air quality concerns in the days surrounding the 4th of July, it has something to do with fireworks. But when the National Weather Service issued an air quality alert, there was nothing patriotic about it.
And this is mainly for wildfire smokes. We have wildfires burning about 100 miles north of the international border, over towards the Ontario and Manitoba province line.
Haze from the fires has been visible in Duluth and across parts of Minnesota starting on Sunday. Woody Unruh from the National Weather Service says the air quality could pose a problem for more health-sensitive groups, but most healthy individuals don't have much to worry about.
Really, the only impacts are going to be to groups with, again, like lung problems, heart problems, anything like that. So sensitive groups need to avoid exposure outside.
As for the fireworks, David Clark with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says the same conditions that helped the wildfire smoke to get here help to disperse any smoke from the shows.
This year we had, with the front coming through today or last night and today, we had pretty gusty winds, and so that really helped disperse a lot of it.
The hazy weather should dissipate by Tuesday, with rainfall helping to remove any remaining pollutants from the air.
It's unclear whether enough rain will fall north of the border to help get those fires under control. The air quality alert expires tomorrow at 8 a.m. In Evelyn, the fireworks were not the only thing set on fire during the city's Independence Day celebration. You can see in these pictures fireworks going off as grass below is burning. On Saturday, firework debris caused dry grass to light up on a hill south of the city near an old mine dump. Luckily, the Evelyn Fire Department was already on the scene monitoring the show. The fire lasted 17 minutes. Gilbert and Fayette Fire Departments assisted in putting that fire out. No one was hurt and no nearby structures were damaged. Meanwhile, the city of Tower canceled its big fireworks show over the weekend. City administrators and fire officials said ongoing extremely dry conditions made it too dangerous to set off the display. At this time, officials say a new date has not been set. We'll make sure to update you once a new date is chosen. Well, Dave is here for a quick check of the weather. Dave, as much as I love those warm temperatures, I know that they can cause some problems, as we're seeing.
Yeah, as you pointed out, especially with the air quality alert from the Canadian wildland fires. I've got a map that shows the trouble zone, and I'll show that in a little bit. But right now we show the high temperatures today, which stayed pretty toasty. Not as warm as yesterday, more like Saturday's conditions, but still warmer than normal, from 88 to 91 degrees around our region. But a change is coming by tomorrow, a drastic change. Rain is going to hit Tuesday. The chance is 90% from the fronts associated with these two lows. And we're going to go from hot to cool. We'll drop our temperatures tomorrow from near 90 to near 60. And the rain chance is 90% for a good soaker south of the Laurentian Divide. Maybe an inch worth for many towns there. Up north, probably not that much, and that's why we were a little bit worried there wouldn't be enough rain in Canada to put out the fires. But for tomorrow, we're going to wash those pollutants right out of the sky, thanks to that big rain chance. High temp of 60. Will that stick around? Well, frankly, it's going to be cooler than normal now for several days, and we'll talk about the duration of the chill down coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. More people have drowned in the Great Lakes in 2021 compared to the same time last year. Officials are now urging swimmers to practice water safety measures. As of July 2nd, data collected by the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project shows 32 people have drowned in the Great Lakes compared to the 25 reported by July in 2020. This year's drownings included 15 in Lake Michigan, 5 in Lake Huron, 6 in Lake Erie, and 6 in Lake Ontario. So far, there have been no deaths reported in Lake Superior. Senator Amy Klobuchar toured the U.S. Coast Guard Alder today, thanking crews and saying goodbye to a ship well served. Having served Lake Superior for nearly 17 years, the Alder will be replaced by the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Spar early next year. Klobuchar's visit with the Coast Guard focused on thanking the crew members and bidding farewell to a boat well accustomed to Duluth's ports.
Very honored to have her here to bid Coast Guard cutter Alder a farewell, and looking forward to bringing Coast Guard cutter Spar back onto the lakes as the new member of the fleet.
The lieutenant commander hopes the people of Duluth will see their appreciated contribution to the national security mission. Residents on both sides of the U.S.-Canadian border are getting impatient as travel restrictions remain in place. With increasing vaccination rates and dropping infection rates, many are concerned the two governments haven't laid out detailed plans to fully reopen the border. The restrictions have been in place since the beginning of the pandemic. U.S. tourism officials estimate the closure costs about $1.5 billion per month. However, today, Canada is easing some restrictions, allowing its fully vaccinated citizens and permanent residents to enter without a 2-week quarantine. Searching resumed in Surfside, Florida today after crews used explosives to bring down what remained standing after a portion of the condo building collapsed. That initial collapse happened 12 days ago. Manuel Bjorquez reports from Surfside, Florida.
Rescue workers resumed climbing mounds of debris at the site of the collapsed condo in Surfside after explosives were used to bring down the last remaining section of the complex.
They were on that pile that had been difficult for them to access, and so they're making a lot of progress.
As teams expanded their search to areas that were previously inaccessible because of safety reasons, they discovered more bodies in the rubble.
Since the first responders were able to resume their work on the collapse last night, we have very sadly recovered 3 additional victims.
Tropical storm Elsa partly prompted the demolition. Experts were concerned the rain and wind could crash the remaining section of the building.
These showers and thunderstorms will have some brief but gusty winds, and these winds could still be quite strong.
12 days after the collapse, officials acknowledge tearing down the high-rise marks another painful chapter for families.
The weight of that building coming down, those buildings coming down, is on this entire community. And it's been a long ride for us.
Destroying the building will also affect the investigation.
It'll complicate it some because we will have to do it from new debris rather than from what's standing in the air.
Officials say teams of scientists and engineers were able to take pictures of the structure before it was brought down Sunday and conduct interviews for what's expected to be a long and difficult investigation. Manuel Bojorquez, CBS News, Surfside, Florida.
At least 27 people are confirmed dead following the condo collapse, and 118 people are still missing. Still to come on Live at 5, July just started last week, and that means Duluth Parks and Rec has a new park for community members to explore. We'll have the details as we go around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki. And weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
Celebrate one big week of 4th of July savings at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices, like this queen bedroom suite, now $15.29, plus no money down, 3-year special financing. One big week of 4th of July savings, only at Home Furniture.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota. As the most experienced robotic team in the Northland, we wanted to provide an alternative to the traditional surgical practices that the hospitals offer.
Robotic-assisted surgery allows more complex surgeries through small incisions with lower chances of infection.
We provide individualized and personalized care so you can have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker.
You can learn more online at mnsurgery.com or by giving us a call today.
The Lakota Ray Ojibwe College, providing Anishinaabe communities with post-secondary and continuing education while advancing the language, culture, and history of the Ojibwe. Online applications for spring enrollment are at lco.edu.
UCare is out decomplicating health plans all over the state. we're proud to be in Embarrass, bringing family plans to Fertile, helping folks rest easy and sleepy-eyed, and smart advice to Nimrod-ians.
Is that even a word?
We make plans clear and crystal, and we've been a staple here since 1984. With over 40,000 doctors, specialists, and providers in our networks, we're getting more welcomes every day. You care. People-powered health plans.
If it's important to our nation,
The country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
it's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
For a limited time at Homeworld Rugs, when you buy one rug at sale price, you'll get another rug free with many different patterns, sizes, and shapes to choose from. And rug experts in every showroom to help. You'll find the perfect rug. Buy one rug, get one free. Now at Homeworld Rugs.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight as dry conditions continue here in Duluth, but some rain might be on the way. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The circus is coming to a town in Wisconsin, and a trail will go under construction in Virginia this summer. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Duluth tonight with the new edition of Agents of Discovery. The program is hosted by the Parks and Rec Department and encourages those of all ages to get out and explore the community parks while learning about nature. Each month features a new park, and for July, they are investigating Anger Park. You can download the app, select a specific mission, and start exploring the different GPS-marked locations around the park. We will have a link on our website with more information. Next, we head to Hayward, Wisconsin, where they announced the circus is coming to town. The Culpeper and Merriweather Circus will be performing on Wednesday, July 28th. The two shows will be held at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. and are sponsored by the Hayward Chamber of Commerce. Tickets are on sale now at the Hayward Information Center and Marketplace Foods. Tickets are $7 for kids and seniors and $12 for adults. The Big Top Show will be at the Sawyer County Fairgrounds. And we wrap up in Virginia, Minnesota tonight, where improvements to the Bailey Lake Trail are set to resume this week. Work is expected to begin this Wednesday and wrap up in September. The trail will be closed during construction, and for those following the Mesabi Trail, there will be posted detours. The improvement project will feature a total reconstruction of the current trail and the construction of a new dock on Bailey Lake. The improvements are being funded by the Virginia Lakes Beautification Fund. And of course, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, let us know, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the lack of rain is hard on not only people, but animals too. After the break, we'll explain the increase of bear sightings and why they are on the move.
Temperature sightings of near 90 were common again today. Airport in Duluth managed that number. The normal is 77. Tomorrow we fall below normal. Now, as quickly as this heat wave came, it's going to be chased away by a cold front and a storm system that could bring some decent rain totals tomorrow. We'll talk about how much and where coming up after our break.
Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
At Economy Garages, we build made to order. All the way from here to the Canadian border. We'll take all your rough ideas, turn them into your dreams. Economy of labor and time is what we're all about. Built right and priced right. No need to worry, we'll come to the site. Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
So we 6 feet apart?
Let's just check it out.
Watch the Kelly Clarkson Show.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Pre-order your 2022 Crestliner boat at RJ Sports.
If it's important to our nation,
The country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
it's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Let's start by talking about that air quality alert issued by the National Weather Service due to the wildland fires in parts of Canada about 100 miles north of the border. The winds are right now to bring that smoke into our region, and it's going to be a bit of a problem for northern Minnesota here. So if you have asthma or COPD, things like that, it may be tough for you for about the next 12 hours. In the UP, it might be a little bit hairier, actually, as some of that smoky air crosses the lake unhindered towards your neck of the woods. Right now, it looks like northern Wisconsin is off the hook, but we should all be off the hook fairly early tomorrow because tomorrow's rain chance is 90%, and it's going to wash the pollutants out of the sky, clear us up at least for a little while, and cool us down for a good spell. So if you weren't a big fan of the 90s over the weekend, they're going to go away in about 12 hours as well. Let's talk about the tail of the weather forecast coming up after we take a look at these current conditions from the airport in Duluth. And if you look at the sky above Duluth, you can see it is starting to get a little bit hazy as those smoke-laden Canadian winds come a-calling here from northwest winds going 9 miles per hour. Current temp still 89 degrees up over the hill, 34% for the relative humidity, so no wonder it was too dry for Tower Sedan to launch the fireworks there Saturday night. They always do the 3rd of July when the 4th falls on a Sunday. Of course, bittersweet. Maybe I can actually go see the fireworks, though, if they're going to be rescheduled. Barometric pressure, 29.89 inches of mercury right now, 1,012 millibars, getting towards a little bit on the low side. And that's because we have twin lows and some fronts connected, working together to bring us a near 100% rain chance tomorrow. Current temps, mid-80s for the Upper Peninsula. Wisconsin numbers are running 87 to 90 degrees, Ashland being the hot spot. In Minnesota, it looks like we're going in general from 84 to 90, Moose Lake being one of the hot spots. And Grand Marais right by the lake, thanks to compressional heating, and say we're even warmer than that for a change. Well, tomorrow, high temps will only be in the 50s and the 60s as those lows convert all the moisture in our air into precipitation. So as we take a look at the current Doppler map for our region, there are a few isolated rain showers being kicked up by the heat of the day, those proverbial sun showers. But there are fronts lurking and low pressure systems looming on one end or the other of our area, and put together, they will be bringing a 90% chance for rain probably around 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then as it goes through the area here, it's really going to wring the pollutants out of the sky, as I've mentioned, and also take the temperatures down and bring most of us some pretty decent rain totals. North of the Laurentian Divide, maybe not that much. So unfortunately, from International Falls to Ely to Grand Marais, you may stay dry. But from Hibbing down towards Hayward, could be a ½ inch to even an inch and a half there. So watch out for troubles induced by that tomorrow, which could include a little localized flooding. Tonight, calm before the storm. Partly cloudy in Minnesota with low temps going about 50 to 57 degrees. In Wisconsin and Michigan, lows will fall to a range of 54 to 59 with the partly cloudy sky. But tomorrow, there's the 90% rain chance from 5 a.m. on. Wisconsin, Michigan highs in the afternoon should range only from 55 by the lake to 65 down towards Hayward. And in Minnesota, 50s by the lake, 60 to 68 degrees inland. International Falls may be the hot spot at 68. So from 90 plus to sub 70, that is coming our way and will stay our way for almost the week ahead. 60 Tuesday, 65 Wednesday, 70 Thursday. Another shower chance comes around Friday, Saturday, Kristen. Then by Sunday and Monday, we do start to warm up back to normal, 77, and a little bit warmer than normal Monday at 80.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to a little bit of a cool down. However, I was at the lake this morning and it was very difficult to leave to come to work.
I'll bet it was, Kristen.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
I was on standby for the storms last night in case Peter Kevakauskas needed my assistance. That didn't quite happen, but it did mean being on standby. I missed out on all the fun. I had to watch it on TV.
Well, there's always next weekend, right?
That's true.
Thanks, Dave. Well, abnormally dry and drought conditions are in place across the entire Northland, as we just heard from Dave. And these dry conditions not only make it hard for farmers and gardeners, but it's also hard on the state's bear population. CBS 3's Alex Libby explains why bear sightings may become much more frequent.
According to the Drought Monitor, Ely is currently experiencing abnormally dry conditions. They've seen a 4-inch rain deficit since the beginning of May. Spencer Peter, a biologist at the North American Bear Center, says abnormally dry conditions have a huge impact on bears' main food, berries. He says he expects to see more bear sightings in population centers like Ely and Duluth. He says the best way to keep bears out of your yard is to limit the food that they are interested in.
Make sure there's no extra food. It only takes one feeding for the bear to make the association that there's food in a location, and it will never forget.
Peter says he is worried about this summer being worse than last because of a late-season frost that killed much of the vegetation. Peter told me that bears here in the Northland are pretty timid. If you go out and bang some pots and pans together, they should run away. But he mentions if they don't, call a DNR official.
All right, thanks, Alexander. And coming up tonight, we'll hear from an Ely police officer who has already seen a few bears this summer, and we'll dig into what you can do to prevent bears from venturing into town. A new study estimates that Wisconsin's wolf population dropped up to 1/3 in the months after federal protections were lifted. University of Wisconsin scientists found people killed about 100 wolves, in addition to the 218 taken during a February hunting season. Researchers say many of those non-hunting deaths resulted from poaching. Findings suggest it would be risky to have another wolf hunt this fall, although state officials are still planning one. Still to come, while the U.S. fell just short of President Biden's vaccine goal for July 4th, the nation still got out and celebrated Independence Day yesterday.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday in July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. Got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Black Bear Casino Resort invites you to join us for our anniversary weekend celebration. We start the weekend Friday night, August 13th, with legendary comedian Gabriel Iglesias and the Beyond the Fluffy World Tour Go Big or Go Home in the Otter Creek Event Center. Then the Bear heads outdoors Saturday, August 14th with Tantric, Trapped, Hinder, and Scott Stapp, the voice of Creed. For more information and to get your tickets, go to blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for a weekend anniversary celebration.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Linen. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
All aboard! Thomas the Tank Engine chugs back to Duluth, along with his best friend Percy, too. All this is part of the Day Out with Thomas event at the historic Duluth Depot in downtown Duluth this coming August. Bring the whole family. All tickets include a train ride, entry into the Railroad Museum, activity stations, games, a visit with Sir Topham Hatt, live music, and all kinds of other safely organized activities. All aboard! for kids of all ages. A Day Out with Thomas runs the first 2 weekends in August. Get your tickets today at DuluthTrains.com.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday in July sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Tens of millions of Americans celebrated the nation's 245th Independence Day over the weekend, including President Biden. The president and top administration officials also used the holiday to push more Americans to roll up their sleeves as the more transmissible Delta variant spreads in all 50 states, particularly among the unvaccinated. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
Parades, packed beaches, family barbecues, and fireworks. Millions of Americans across the nation gathered over the weekend for a 4th of July that looked much different than last year's.
Today, we're closer than ever to declaring our independence from a deadly virus. That's not to say the battle against COVID-19 is over.
President Biden hosted a celebration of around 1,000 frontline workers, service members, and their families, his largest since taking office. During the event, he sounded the alarm on the rise of the more contagious Delta variant, which now makes up more than a quarter of all new COVID cases nationwide. California Governor Gavin Newsom tweeted Monday it is now the dominant strain in his state.
The best defense against these variants is to get vaccinated.
So far, around 67% of all American adults have received at least 1 dose of the COVID vaccine, just shy of the president's July 4th goal of 70%.
We still have hundreds of Americans dying every week of this disease. 99+% of them are people who are unvaccinated.
The White House says it's prepared to mobilize surge teams to parts of the country with higher rates of vaccine hesitancy. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The president's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says the approved COVID vaccines are highly effective. But in an interview this weekend, he signaled fully vaccinated Americans in areas with higher infection rates and lower vaccination numbers may want to consider taking the extra step of wearing a mask.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, Florida braces for heavy rain and winds, how Tropical Storm Elsa could impact rescue efforts at the site of the Surfside condo collapse. Plus, after one of the largest global ransomware crimes and now a $70 million ransom demand, why Russian hackers might have chosen the 4th of July weekend to attack. And at 96 years old, one woman's remarkable mission to help change the lives of others. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
I learned long ago, if you've got the right tools and a little know-how, you can do it yourself. And no wall of mine's gonna get some dime a dozen paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, premium performance from start to that tough, washable, one-coat finish. It exceeds expectations of what makes great paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, right now at Menards.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
If all of this makes you happy, then you'll be happy to know that all of this is only $1 each at Arby's from 2 to 5 every day. Hope you like happiness. Arby's, we have the meat.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we learn 3 people are dead in Ashland, Wisconsin tonight following a house fire. Police there say the fire broke out around 9:30 this morning. 3 people managed to escape, and 1 was taken to the hospital. We'll bring you more information at 6 as we learn more. And also coming up tonight at 6, as summer is in full swing post 4th of July, mosquitoes are more than just a nuisance. They may carry illnesses too. Tonight we'll dive into why mosquitoes seem to swarm some people more than others and what you can do to prevent them from biting. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next. We'll see you back here at 6.